Hello guys, this is SMY and today we are going to study balancing chemical equations. So how we can balance chemical equations? Sometimes we have difficulties. So today we'll learn this. So let's start. But before starting, we just need to learn some of the things which are essential. So things to know. First, why we balance chemical equations over here. Examples of some equations. There should be the example of equation, and if we have time, so we will study more about general equations, or we'll just cover it in the next topic, this one. So let's do it, but we'll practice today. So why we balance chemical equations? Because balanced chemical equation gives us more information about a reaction than we get from a simple word equation. Because normally from just writing the word equations, we cannot get the proper information that how many molecules are used, what type of gas, either the state is gas or solid something. So a balanced chemical equation gives us the proper information about any reaction which is happening or going to be happen. So what next? The example of reaction is the magnesium is reacting with the oxygen. So there are some main steps which we could follow, and we can get our chemical equation balanced. So step 1, make sure we know the reactants and the products which we have, that which elements we have which are reacting with each other and what are their products. The next thing, step 2, from this information, from the information which is given in the step 1, we can just write a word equation. Then like in simple means that we are using, just let me write over here that I'm sorry, it's just move paged. So over here Mg is magnesium, and O2 is oxygen. So now over here MgO is formed from MgO2. So but just remember one thing, that O2 always, O means oxygen, always exists as a diatomic molecule, and you can see over here this equation is not balanced. How? Because we have O2, means two molecules of O on our reactant side, and just one molecule of O on product side. But Mg is balanced. But if just one element is not balanced, so it means our whole equation is not balanced. Now in this step, this is a balanced chemical equation. So over here what we have done, that we have just multiplied our reactant side with 2 and the product side with 2. But on the reactant side we just multiply magnesium with 2, on the product side we just multiplied whole our whole our product to the 2. So because why we done that? Because we cannot just multiply one element with 2, we have to multiply whole with 2. So when we multiply it by 2, so we get O balanced, oxygen balanced, but this Mg is unbalanced because over here it's 2 and it becomes 1 over here, it becomes 2 over here, but 1 it remains 1 on the reactant side, like over here. Means if you multiply it by 2, so it becomes MgO. So when it multiplies with Mg, it becomes 2, and O, then it becomes 2 also. So O is balanced, but Mg is not balanced. What should we do to balance Mg? We just simply multiply it by Mg by 2, so it becomes 2 Mg, so it's balanced. So now just move on to our next step, some general equations. These are some general equations that this is one of the general equation. This is alkali metal like potassium and water. So what it becomes, it becomes metal hydroxide and hydrogen. So therefore an example of alkali metal is potassium. Potassium is K, the sign or symbol of potassium is K, and water is H2O. This is also followed over here, that K plus H2O becomes KOH, means potassium hydroxide, and this hydrogen, this is potassium hydroxide. So means whenever an alkali metal reacts with water, so we will get metal hydroxide, like over here in this case we get potassium hydroxide and a released hydrogen gas. But over here also this equation is not balanced. You can see over here, because so how could we balance it? So we can simply because over here we have 1H, 2H and 3H, means though three molecules of H. Over here we have just 2 molecules of H. So how could we balance it? We'll just simply multiply this KOH with 2. So we have 2K, 2O and 2H. So over here it becomes 4H, 2 oxygen and 2 potassium. So over here how can we balance it? It's easy. Just put 2 over here as well as 2 over here. So it becomes 2K over here, 2K over here, 4 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. So it's balanced. In the same way it's written over here, a balanced chemical equation. You can see it. So now we for more practice, I just have some more examples and practice equations. So let's move on to them, which is now I have, this is my equations, and one of the equation is Cu plus O2 and Cu plus O2, and it becomes CuO. So Cu is copper and O2 is oxygen. So now what happens in this, O2 means the atomic state of oxygen is this, and it always written O2. So 2 molecules of oxygen, but over here it's just 1. So how could we balance oxygen? First of all, balance oxygen. So what happens? Cu becomes have also become 2 and O2 also become 2, means O2 is balanced, but Cu is unbalanced, because on product side we have 2 Cu and on reactant side we have just 1 Cu. So what we can do, just multiply the Cu with 2, so we get the Cu2 and O2 2. Both are 2, both elements have 2 molecules, and over here they also have 2 molecules. So our this equation is balanced. Now move on to other. This is N2 nitrogen this is nitrogen, and this is hydrogen. They both react and form NH3. So but this it's what happens over here. Over here H is 3 and over here H is 2, means hydrogen have 2 molecules on the reactant side, and product side hydrogen have 3 molecules. So how could we balance the nitrogen first? That N2 and N2, so just go and balance nitrogen. So means we have N2 and N2, both sides nitrogen is balanced. Now what next things? Next thing is that over here how many we have hydrogen molecules? 2 multiplied by 3, it becomes 6. So over here how could we make it 6? Just multiply it by 3. It's really simple, and we have both equations we have balanced. Now we will move on to some difficult or complex one, like over here Al represents aluminium, and Cl2 represents chlorine. So what happens next? Now chlorine, aluminium and chlorine both reacts and becomes AlCl3. So over here again Cl becomes 3 and Cl over here it's Cl2. So we will balance first chlorine, because up till this step aluminium is balanced. Over here 1, over here 1, both sides 1. So now what could we do? We just can multiply aluminium with 2. So we have now 2 aluminium and 6 Cl, means 6 chlorine. And now we are going to balance the chlorine on our reactant side, because now and also we have to balance aluminium, because now over here there are 2 aluminiums. So let's just balance aluminium. Write 2 over here. Now aluminium is balanced. Now how to balance Cl? We have already 2 molecules of Cl, so what we should do to make it 6, just multiply it by 3, so it becomes 6. So means both sides of our equation is balanced. Now move on to the next one. So it's Fe, which is iron, and H2O, which is water, and it becomes Fe3O4 plus H2O. As per our general equation, it is same like that. It becomes metal hydroxide. So now over here let's just first of all balance iron. Over here iron is 3, so just write here 3, so it becomes 3 iron over here. Now let's just balance oxygen. Oxygen is 4 over here just 1, so multiply H2O by 4, so it becomes 4 2s are 8 hydrogen molecules and 4 oxygen molecules. But now our H, means hydrogen, is unbalanced on the product side. So what could we do? We just multiply it by 4, so we get the 8 molecules of hydrogen as well. So it's balanced now. We have just done a practice for 4 equation. And thanks for watching, and just subscribe my channel, and if you have some questions, so just comment for them. Thank you.